All right. Welcome to the ending show of the Wyld Farm Family Fun Show. And it's funny to say the word ending with a smile, but we have some exciting things going on. And so I'm Troy and Chef Nick here. And what you've heard over the last, several months is us talking about farming, food, family, fun, and then bringing on some amazing guests from all walks of life. And some guests just truly amazing, like the things that they're doing out there in the world, and the amount of engagement and supporters that they have is incredible. And so we are truly thankful to have them on, and have been able to have those conversations with them, and for that to live somewhere, whether that's YouTube or on podcasts that you can listen to. But with that said, we have put our heads down and our hearts open to what Nick and I believe to be the future of what we like to do together. And it's kind of right in line with what we both care about. And you'll kind of find out when we dig into the very specific, narrowed down focus of this is an area that Nick and I care about. And then we put them together to make it simple. And so, in short, we are migrating from the Wyld Farm Family Fun Show, and we will be introducing a new show and podcast called The Simple Ingredient. And it's that basic. It'll be that fun and that meaningful. And we're hoping to have a lot of fun. I'm going to let Nick describe a little bit about what that looks like as we go into migrating to something new, starting hopefully at the end of September here or the 1st of October.
Well, thank you, Troy. And man, it's good to be back. It has been way too long since Troy and I have shared this screen, this time, this space together. And, I'm truly grateful to call you, Troy, a friend and a brother. And so thank you for just everything that you have done in helping both of us get to this place. And yes, it's an ending, and yes, it's also a beginning, and it's a celebration. I am truly grateful for all of our esteemed, amazing guests that we have had on the Wyld Family Farm Show, and they truly helped inspire us to get even more clear, more decisive in what you really want to help and deliver in this world. So I'm truly grateful for an ending and also for this new beginning. So let's dive in to the simple ingredient. So I might just share something that I actually wrote to you, Troy. As this is sort of what kicked everything off, or at least it not everything that kicked everything off. It's just what I wrote here is sort of what helped us truly innovate. And I truly believe, and maybe you believe this, and you can comment after I'm done reading, is just like why it's important to keep learning, to keep growing, and then sometimes just be willing to innovate and change, even though change is hard. And so this was really, this is what I wrote that helped, I guess, bring some clarity into the simple ingredient. The kitchen, to us, is one of the most meaningful and influential spaces, if not places, in our lives. To us, the kitchen provides us all the opportunity to choose either empowering meaning in our lives or limiting. Empowering ingredients to enhance our meals and our bodies, or limiting. So please join us, Troy and me, Nick, as we explore the meaning of food and cooking in our day-to-day lives and how it can help empower you and those you care about most.
Beautiful, man. And that wrote in the mountains?
That was written while I was my eyes were feasting on the magic Rocky Mountains, and honestly, there was also there was a bull moose that was roaming around below the deck that I was. He was just like perched there. I don't know if he was like eating or just kind of just like chilling, mad chilling in the woods. But it was me, this bull moose, and the mountains, and I was just really thinking about meaning, and how really like the choices that I have the choice to either make my life like and choose empowering meaning or limiting meaning in my life. And I was really just thinking about how that carries over to my time and experience in the kitchen and the food I choose.
I think if we come up with a ingredient together, we call it the bull moose. Most certainly.
Ooh, now you got me. Now you got my head cooking. The bull moose.
Oh man. Well, great. So let's dig in. So what does the simple ingredient mean, Nick? Can you give us a simple walk down of what people can expect out of us going forward?
Yes. So this will be essentially we're going to do focus on one ingredient that could be everyday use, could be maybe sometimes exotic, but we're going to choose one ingredient. We're going to explore that. We're going to provide some history, some nutritional information. So we're going to have some like a bio information on that one ingredient. What is one thing in the kitchen that you can do to enhance that one ingredient? And then we're going to cap it with a access point, like what's one thing that you can bring to your dinner table, to the mealtime experience, a conversation piece, some sort of access point, because it's to me, and I think to you too, Troy, like once the meal is served, that means there's a whole new opportunity to connect.
Absolutely.
So it's not just the food in front of your face. It's the conversation that happens while the food is in front of us. So we really want to capture the essence of mealtime, and just to provide people maybe some fun, creative, heartfelt access points to have conversations and engage with those that people care and love about most.
Awesome, man. Yeah, and so where we came up with that too is we also care a lot about, talking about gratitude and kindness around the table, or any conversation like that really helps us grow. But what's really cool is when you break down a simple ingredient and you start to talk about the history behind it, the culture, and things you can do with it, you start to create those conversations that you can have. And I know on one of these shows we talked about how our family leverages, sometimes we use Google or whatever it is to talk about, like, what does asparagus, where is it grown, and what's the nutritional benefits to our body and why we should care. And so to break it down even further, we wanted to get really simple around what we use in the kitchen, how we use it, where it comes from, so we can understand the origin, and then start to create those fun, thoughtful conversations. It doesn't have to be with your kids or your wife. It could be with anybody that you're sitting around the table with, just being able to enjoy an awesome meal. And so in all of that, you are going to still get to see Nick in the kitchen slinging his thing around and doing some awesome things in the kitchen. And so even though we're keeping it simple, he will have some things to share with you around recipe-wise, but we will be keeping it simple.
Yes, sir. Keeping it simple so we can, it's just better that way. Doing the simple things really well, I think, has been the philosophy of my entire cooking experience. Just do the simple things really well. I'm never going to be a Michelin star chef. It's not to say that I don't appreciate or respect the mastery that many of those chefs go through and the life that they choose. I just really believe in doing the simple things really well and doing small things with great love.
Absolutely, man, love it. Well,
so
cool.
So yes, please tune in if you want to follow along Troy and I's journey to help you bring just simple fun, simple awareness, simple conversations, and simple cooking techniques into your household, apartment, farmhouse, home, whatever that looks like for you, because we would be delighted to have you along for this journey as well. So thank you so much.
Yes, thank you. And where you can find us, we will live again on YouTube as a brand new channel. The Simple Ingredient is where you'll be able to find us. We are sunsetting the Wyld Farm Show. Same with the podcast. We know we've seen actually a significant number of followers that are curious in the podcast for the Wyld Farm Show. We hope that they continue on the journey to support us here. But again, they will be searching all their different podcast streams for The Simple Ingredient. And so we hope to provide the same value, the same fun, the same conversations, and we will start having those in a few weeks. So we will see you then.
Peace and love, everybody. Thank you.